My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. We sit here at the side of Grace in Liurnia's Highway North, having recently found a couple points of interest that we may want to throw our eyes in the direction of. I mean, there's this camp here, but more importantly, what appears to be a ghost. The puppets besiege us. So the undead, I mean, I'm assuming it's the undead. With the undead, what, still standing here over the battlefield? These could be weapons of war. The puppets besiege us. No. Not at all. The puppets are some sort of automaton. Look at this humanoid automaton. The puppets besiege us. Oh yeah, that makes it a lot more understandable. Look at the joints of articulation on the leg. Larger, kind of like Oni mask situations on them as well. Interesting. I cannot wait to find and fight the living versions of... Oh, and it's mechanical on the inside as well. Oh, baby. A steam-powered situation? There's gonna be like steam and magic, like a lot of these realms. Like, you know, some proto-version of industry, but still fundamentally magical. Alright. What is the construction of this? Okay. Things over there are already starting to take damage as well. What is going on? That looks like one of those ghosts that we saw in... Well, I say ghosts. Apparition of some kind. That we saw in the towers over the other area. That absolutely bodied us. I think I'm wrong, though, because it just got bodied by a basic... I don't swear on this channel, but come on. That would have been the setup. Or at least I try not to. It's not hard of fast rule. Alright. I'm gonna make my way up to the flag. And then back to what I think is the most important point of interest that we have to discover. We found it last episode. It was a unlabeled portal. Just traveled to a different area? Question mark? And we will go back and say, yes, exclamation mark, please. These are all absolutely going to get up as soon as... Oh, buddy! No, they're not waiting. Okay. We've discovered the sorcerers. Interesting. And the sorcerers are still defending it effectively in their spirit. So this means the ghosts that I've encountered so far appear to be remnants of glintstone sorcerers. Whether or not they themselves have to be dead to be here, not certain. But they were attacked by the puppets. Which might suggest that the puppets are going to be fully mechanical? The automatons? Less, you know, like, the theme of industry versus mysticism, obviously, you know, it runs rampant there, and it gets a little more confused if the automatons are also magic. I don't know, I shouldn't be making this many guesses, I don't think. Oh, okay. Yeah. That big bad boy up there, that one's a problem. All the rest of them, chump change. I'll just make my way up to that town. But I mean, that is the ploy that they're trying to pull here, right? That you run past all of these and ultimately reveal yourself to being attacked from behind. I'm having none of it though. If the game wants to lay a trap for me, I mentioned earlier, I will willingly walk into it with arms wide open under the sunlight. Take me to the place? Show me everything? Oh, that's Creed, right? With arms wide open, I think? I always get that confused with another song that came out basically at exactly the same time. But I cannot remember for the life of me the name of that other name. Probably should have figured that out first before I, Off you pop, bud. Get him. Okay, so enemies do receive fall damage. Good to see. Doesn't look like you have anything on your corpse, though, for us. A Korean Glintblade Staff, but that's going to be for like a spell sorcerer build kind of situation, right? Let's look at equipment. Staff embedded with a blue glintstone, one of the 2 types of Korean staff. Gifted to enchanted knights, it enhances Glintblade sorceries. Yeah, pretty much exactly what I expected. Just go through this camp on the reverse clear. Looks like... Yeah, it looks like this is the culminating point. I mean, I guess I got a cookbook. They can't put, you know, a golden seed or sacred tear in every single discoverable location, right? You know, that way too powerful, way too quickly. I've just got to calibrate my expectations for what I may find in locations. Ah, of course. Hey, why don't you come in here and fight me like a coward? Ooh, thump. Okay, come on. What? I perfectly aimed between every available enemy there in a way that I think, frankly, deserves a medal. Anyone else want some of this jump and attack? Huh? I don't think so. And I'll get my flasks back after defeating the crowd as well. So I should be able to just continue, especially considering their poise is not. They poisoned. Ah. A silver fire. No, those aren't particularly rare. In one of the early dungeons, I think it's the Beastmen of Farum Azula dungeon, there's like a ridiculous amount of those. And also that's like directly next to a site of grace. So if I wanted to farm those, I know where I'd do it. Okay, a vista like this is exactly what I was looking for to help me kind of make sense of this map a little bit more. Is this a jumping puzzle? I can jump across. No, just have a look at the view. Okay. So, there's the bridge. Doesn't connect. If I am facing this way, we are looking at... Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at the academy. The disconnected bridge on its way to it. Here's our castle. Gives us a little bit of context here. And then this path leads directly up on kind of a warpath. So those points of interest along the path are probably going to be pretty important as well. And then out there is the church. Okay, so that's just a bit closer. Great. I got all I needed. I'm going back to that portal now. I want to see what's on the other side of it. Last time we found Garank on the other side. Speaking of Garank as well, glad I accidentally said the name. We should probably go check out what's up with that guy right now. I don't have another death route for him, but I do now have a lot more interest in taking their bestial incantations, considering I can use them without even leveling faith. Interesting. I will admit, I did not think they were going to have a giant. Let's persist for a little bit of time here. Might actually be prudent for us to find a site of grace on this side and then go back in the other direction. What are you? Hello. Uh-oh. Somber smithing stone. What was that? It had an explosive effect? I mean, like, I couldn't really gauge the color while we were here in the dark brush. So I was figuring it was probably a blue one, because I figured I probably would have seen red. Take some crystal bud there. Oh. No. No. Absolutely not. Later. I am not prepared for that fight. Or any. Right now. I do like that if in this area I get frustrated at all with any of the enemies, I can just summon other enemies to fight them. I have a decent amount of souls and I no longer have to spend them as well on the faith points in order to do Bestial Faith. So yeah, this is our milestone marker for coming down here. And then I believe this building directly in front of us is going to be our teleportation. There it is, purified ruins. All right, bud. Show me something. And then after this, we'll hit up Gronk. I'll get a foothold in this area, though. Kind of scope out where I am. Maybe get a grace or two, if possible. It's also possible this just puts us in a, you know, closed-off area. Liurnia of the Lakes. Okay. So that appears to be a map marker. So if I wanted to get the unlock for the... Oh my god, such a big map. If I wanted to get the unlock for the map, that's where I'd go. And I do. I do want to get that relatively soon. But a site of grace might hold a more instantaneous appeal. And then in the distance there's an object that's not scattered on the map. Makes sense. What have you got, buddy? The meeting place map. You found a simple map. Check in inventory. Thank you. I was going to do that, but I do appreciate the courtesy. Info? Is it in info? Yes, meeting place map. Simple map found on a corpse. Seems to point to a meeting place. The man it came from surely desired one the sole means of gaining entry into the academy. A glintstone key. I was feeling some shivers in the distance there. Okay. So, we can recognize some of these landmarks, I imagine. Whether or not they will be oriented the same way on our map as they are in the other map, yet to be seen. However, is this the structure? Let's have another look at that. Excuse me. I will master my inventory one of these days. No, it doesn't appear to be close enough to a secondary massive land on the top side. So we're looking for a sunken church with 2 land masses. Is it sunken or is it just a swamp? Honestly, I mean, look, let's be real. This entire area looks like it has similar kind of sunken structures and domains. If I want to do that, I probably want to go over here and just get the map. Because if I can fill out the map, then maybe I can make an actually, you know, informed approach here. Ride backwards through this entire area. Alright. Somehow I feel like the danger's not just going to lessen as I continue doing this. I'm also hearing some tingling nearby. Like an incredibly alluring kind of tingling. Are you tingling? What's tingling with you? It seems loudest like right here. And then everywhere else somehow seems away from it. Some exploding device over there. Look, we'll come back and deal with y'all at some point. Is it maybe atop this structure? Or inside a seat? Okay. Didn't get it that time. Yep. Here is where it's strongest. Maybe it's on the underside of the bridge? And it just sounds locationally very close because, you know, save one axis, I am quite close. Oh. Haven't I met you before?
You. Please. I can read them. Your fingers. Please, your fingers.
Study these digis.
Oh, bless you. Oh. Michaela's favor can be yours.
Michaela.
Slaughter. 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 The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot. Pity the poor, poor fool.
I will never betray my best friend, the Iron Fist Alexander. How dare you? Absolutely not. Keep your peepers away from my fingies. I don't want to get a reading from you. Telling me a portent of betrayal and death in my future. I will... No, I was about to say, I'll end the series before I have to kill that guy, but what if he does end up dead? By no fault of my own. Look. I'm just giving the game the opportunity still, if it wants to break my heart with a quest line where I ultimately have to fight him because you know, his whole goal is the valor of this quest or some such. You know. Oh, hello. Disembark from that. Get ourselves a blue-white wooden shield, and why wouldn't we? Now, I do see you down there. Some sort of magical corpse blossom, I imagine. Looks like all of those graves are lootable as well. Do I want to just descend into the swamp? Give in? Wade? Look, I can't do that before giving these fools the old deserved. Let me operate the device, please. Please. Oh, come on. Let me operate the device. You go down to the ground. I do that. No one can harm me while I'm in these frames. Guard break. Guard break. She's definitely talking about snatching it from the big pot because she said that poor pitiful, etc. Right? But let's entertain the thought. Is there a world where she means this big pot of fire? My flasks feel low. I just don't know if it's provoke time. You know? So it looks like it's heating a blade? Possibly? We did see... Oh, actually... Yeah, these are similar construction to the automatons we saw in the other area. Yep. Oh, it does move independently. That's what I was worried about. Can you attack in front of you, please? Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I figured was about to happen. Oy, 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 oy. No, none of that. Nice try, but I know that attack is slow. I mean, yo, it wields fire. There is no way that fire does decent damage to it, right? I mean, honestly, I do have to close the gap while being aware of the fact that it... Yeah, okay, that's ramming potential, it looks like. So I should probably just always be aware of the nearest by pillar. Ah, so it attempts to... Oh, there's a dude in the back! That's not a full automaton. Okay, well, I will say, it's probably time to go to Garong, right? I've been saying I'm doing that the whole time. I'm not wimping out of a fight. Let me assure you that. No, 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 no. No, 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 of course not. Don't think that of me. No, no, no. I'm making a bold and tactical choice to stick to the thing that I said I was going to do 20 minutes ago. Ah, right, yes, we don't have to teleport from here, of course. Did forget that, but also I did know those flasks back anyway. Fort Fadeth. Excusez-moi, Fort Froth. I mean, I can teleport. Yeah, I can teleport back there. No, Bestial Sanctum is the one I'm looking for. Yes, yes. If you set a group password, you're more likely to see messages, bloodlines, stains, and phantoms from other players using the same password. A feature I am likely never to really interact with, but... Well, I guess through, say, watching content of other people who do that and stuff. I'm not really a PvP kind of guy. Hey, bud. Will you straight up not talk to me unless I have a thing to give you? Oh, I should have purchased the other one previously then, I guess. There's no chance. Absolutely no chance that I did just purchase it, right? Oh my god, I totally did. Bestial Sling. Swiftly flings numerous sharp rock blades. Well, I could have done it at the campfire the entire time, baby. Oh, hell yeah. Let's do this. Who's been giving us the business? Who needs a little bit of business right back at him? far west fort for off. Stab check with Elden. I am tempted to just make my way to Liurnia highway north and just follow the highway. And I think I know why I'm so tempted. Let me remove the marker, please. Please. Huh? Okay. Well, what if I zoom out or zoom super in? There we go. Time to get along. I mean, now, to be fair to the game, now I do have a lot of equipment in terms of flasks. Still not really in terms of leveling up my actual tools, but maybe this dude and I should have a conversation. If only he'd noticed that coming to me. Oh boy! I did not expect that. Oh boy. Okay. 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 Let's do some horseback combat. Okay, that's a wide swing. It's a good thump we can trigger there. I'm assuming that I'm supposed to be kind of going cavalry on cavalry here. It feels appropriate. Oh, he's dragging. He's dragging. He's dragging. Dodge and damn it. Do you have? Well, I guess no one's gonna be able to tell me in the instance I'm asking, but I don't know if I have iframes on my horse's dodge, my effectively dash, that thing. Looks like we do because I just jumped over that. I'm leaving myself very, very out of stamina and up close personally a lot of the time here, which does not bode well. I will say, just by amount of damage dealt to the enemy, I don't think I'm supposed to. Not that there is a supposed to, I guess. But I think I should probably be a little bit more geared before I fight this person. Even if with, you know, relative application of aggression, I can get pretty cheesy here. Yeah, saw that swing coming up. Yeah, so we have to stay on his sinister side. Whoop! Let's try. So we can strike with our Dexter. I'm a knight. No! Nice try. Nice try. Sorry, I meant knight strike. I mean, look, maybe if I take down the horse, suddenly the rest of the fight is just like... I absolutely knew what was coming to me if I did that, and then I did it. I don't know why. Let's throw a fire pot at you. What do you think about that? Okay. A beat of what they felt. Displeased, it looks like. I'm gonna run past that one this time. I have a couple more smithing stones than I had prior. I still don't know if I actually have the requisite amount for leveling any of my equipment at this point. Excuse me. Inventory. Yeah, I've only got one basic smithing stone. I think I need 2 of them, or 3 of them, possibly even for the next level. Where do I get the small ones? Where does the game consider early game? Where do you want me to go, game? Huh? I mean, look, I'll take some mushrooms. Excuse me, this looks like it's leading into somewhere. A little bit of an alcove, maybe a little bit of safety on this path. Ah, Lucerne. Happy to see another weapon as well. And look, if we're being thorough, I should make sure that we're not just leaving a cave or anything like that. No dice? Yeah, okay. If the sidetrack is only going to take me a moment's worth of time, I feel like it's a moment's worth of worth. Lot of nice little sneaky paths around here. Alright. Taking my runes, and I'm going home. You can't stop me. I do like that anytime I effectively run through that underpass that we just did, we're just gonna collect souls for a while. Oh, hello. What have you got in? Nothing. Please, I need you to have salvageable materials. Because if you don't have salvageable materials and I'm just killing you for the fun of it, that makes me a serial killer. That's like one of the big things. My character says that immediately before launching themselves into another battle with other people, so... Not very self-aware, excuse me. Hello. Big boy. Big boy. Large lad. Yo, what is this Ursaring doing? I want the item you're protecting. Thank you. A sliver of meat. That's all I get. No. You know what? No! What? I thought I might have been safe. Excuse me, please. Go, 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 go. That's fine. Side of rest. They won't follow me here, right? Hey, hey, hey! I'm busy discovering some lost grace here. Thank you. Give me issues? I'm trying to level up, I guess? I still do kind of want to do the double faith increase so that I can free my hand again. I was going to spend that money on the bestial ability, but as it turns out, I already had that. All right, so now that we've done that, we have the ability to swap our 2-finger heirloom back to something like enhances attacks on horseback's pretty good. Raises holy attack, but lowers damage negation. I think, so holy attack. I think I should like just pop this on anytime I'm going up against skeletons. Boosts fire damage negation. That's pretty good. Stamina reducing attacks against blossoms. I'm gonna put the assassin's critical dagger back on just for the moment. Let's see. Ah, this is where I'm looking to go. What are you? Look at that. It looks like a hot air balloon that's being held to the ground. Oh, I feel we may have found our automatons. Yes. Oh, baby. I'm so tempted to just try and engage them in combat. immediately, but I'll hold. I'm gonna go and get this part of the map first. Frog boys. Also, I'm hearing the music that would tend to suggest that stuff's about to get pretty tough. I didn't think that was gonna work. Not that it needed to, as it turns out. Alright. Give me that. Excuse me. Map of Liurnia North. I'm gonna sit down at this bonfire. Lost lantern and see if we can find where that map was from. Okay, so bordered on both sides by land and has a Academy Gate Town, interesting. And has a narrow path, effectively. Let's have another quick look at the map that we are looking for. Unfortunately, I can't recognize that structure right there. But the land construction around it is pretty recognizable. Hang on. I think this is it. I think it's on this island. Right? Okay, so we've got this kind of like crab claw prong, and then we've got an arc out. Rolls down. We've got this, which I think is the dilapidated structure. It's possible the map has, since been outdated by climate change. And we've got these two island pieces, this one with separated instances. Let's have one last comparison before I attempt to go there, if that comes out good. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. Let's right around the side. And I'm looking for point 2. I did rest there, right? Absolutely. Probably. Maybe. I think. Oh, there's so many points of interest around here. But the longer I linger, the more likely I never leave. I will come back. But for now, I've bigger fish. I'm hearing another... there you are, tingling around. Okay, is this going to blow up? You know what? You and I, buddy, I need to know what you do. I mean, you're pretty cool. Neat little cartwheel attack there. Reminds me of a wrestler. I can't remember his name for the life of me, though. I just like a big finisher that was a roll. Oh, no! Another point on the horizon, kind of being a large structure. So I'll just give it a quick once round. Yeah, that's good enough for me, I think. And let's get back on path with 2. I'm just holding out for the moment where I see a purple shiny that I happen to go past, immediately pick up, and it's an important mechanic of some kind. Because I know I am still currently denied access to some mechanics. For instance, I don't know how to summon all of the in-fight Geist summonables that appear to exist. We've collected 4 of them. No clue how to use one of them. Ah. I should not have entered dry land. That was my first mistake. A direct quotation from the evolutionary line. Ooh, golden runes. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's exactly what I deserve. Now, if I were attempting to murder, how would I do that? So that's the poisons. They've got like a reasonable wind up on that. I can't fight 2 of them at the same time, I don't think. Or at least I don't think it's prudent to. I got some golden runes. I got more than enough, frankly, from that for value's sake. Oh, hearing some tingling. Hello. What did that give us? Guess it gave our flasks back. I thought the red one gave it. Never mind. I'm just going to accept what I get from him from now on. Without question. This is still the correct path, right? Some of this is starting to look familiar, except for the flowers. The flowers were not in the previous area I was exploring, so actually probably take that as a pretty hard confirmation there. Let's actually take this side of grace while we're on the way. Just fill out our fast travelable map a little bit more. Back up on turn, and let's keep going. Are those actual automatons now? Or... what? What are you gonna... I don't understand. I didn't think these were an enemy type. I guess that's what the other one was teaching me, that these ones aren't how I remember them. Oh. That's a big dragon. Guarding the glintstone key, I presume. That's why there's that nearby site of grace. I presume. I mean, far be it from me to turn down a challenge. I'm a 2-hand for this one, I think, though. And sure, maybe it's loot time. Excuse me. Never mind, it's loot time first and last and only possibly. What's your health bar like? All right then. Larger than mine at the time, I'll tell you that much. Honestly, 700 runes I think I had at the point. It's time to sit down and say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring. Up in the top left, you can see the series playlist, start, present, and future. Down below is YouTube's recommendation for what it thinks you should watch next, and streaming past the names of the people so generously support the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at above the $10 tier. And a special thanks this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.